If you run a Shopify or WooCommerce store, your store is leaking money and customers every single day, and it's costing you way more than you think. Stick with me for the next few minutes. I'm going to show you exactly where the leaks are, what it's costing, and a simple way to plug it. Let's go. All stores have 3 massive leaks. It's every unanswered question that comes through your site that you never hear. Let me paint the picture. It's 11:43 at night. A shopper is on your product page. They almost have their credit card out. They have a question, but you're asleep because you're a human. Watch what happens next. Something's stopping them. They have a question. Maybe it's sizing or compatibility. And until it gets answered, they're not buying. This is pre-sale friction, the single biggest reason shoppers walk away from a purchase they were ready to make. You have about 60 seconds. That's it. The Kellogg School of Management studied lead response time across thousands of e-commerce inquiries, and the difference between responding in 1 minute versus 5 minutes multiplied conversion rates by nearly 400%. That's not marketing spin, that's math. Whether they hit a form, a chat widget, or a text to your business line, the clock starts the moment they hit send. Answer inside a minute, you own the sale. Miss that window, they're already on a competitor's site. But here's what actually happens. Your team is busy, or it's after hours, and you're at your kid's soccer practice. They send the message, and nothing comes back. Your chat window shows offline. Your inbox is closed. The auto reply says, "We'll get back to you within 24 hours. 24 hours is a lifetime in e-commerce. Silence is the same as a no. They didn't get the answer, so they don't get the product. They bounce. They click off. No purchase, no follow-up, no second chance. They're just gone in seconds. And the worst part, they're not really gone. They buy from your competitor, the one whose chat window actually answered them. That traffic you paid to bring in, it's now padding someone else's revenue. And here's the part that should make you angry. This happens to your store every single day. Probably right now. Here's the unspoken rule of online retail. The moment a question goes unanswered is the moment you lost the sale. That's it. That's the whole game. You either answer them or they leave. There's no third option in their head. Now, you don't have to take my word for any of this. Look at what the research says. 83% of consumers say they need some form of support during their online shopping journey. That's not a niche. That's not the difficult customer. That's 5 out of every 6 people who land on your product page. And here's what happens when that help isn't there. Somewhere between 53 and 55% of online shoppers will abandon the purchase outright if they can't get a quick answer to their question. More than half, gone, not later, right then on the spot. 44% go a step further. They say having their questions answered live while they're in the middle of buying is one of the single most important features a website can have. Not shipping speed, not the return policy, getting an answer in the moment. And this is the number that ties it all together. The average cart abandonment rate across e-commerce is 70.22%, 7 out of every 10 carts. Some of that is browsing, but a big slice of it is a shopper with one unanswered question who decided it wasn't worth the wait. So most abandoned carts are caused by pre-purchase questions going unanswered. The shopper's already got the product in their cart. They just need one little thing confirmed, and there's no one to confirm it. So the cart gets abandoned. Revenue walks away. You paid for the ad that brought them. You're paying for it twice. So where do they want that answer to come from? Look at the top of this list. Messaging and live chat, 61%. That's the single biggest block. And it's not close. Phone is 35. Texting is 33. Email is in the 20s. And the contact form on your website, the thing most stores rely on, comes in at 5%. Social DMs, 4. Now these are different surveys with different methods. So read them as a range, not a scoreboard. But the shape of it is impossible to miss. Your shoppers want to ask a question and get an answer in a chat window right now without leaving the page. That is exactly the moment your store is losing them. Every one of those numbers assumes somebody's there to answer. Now look at the clock. 3 a.m. Sunday, a holiday. Your store never closes. Your support does. Every hour in that gap, you're unprotected. Traffic lands, questions come, nobody answers. Now let's look at very costly leak number 2, inbox overload. Your team is drowning in order status emails, the same FAQs every single day on repeat. Hours and hours of payroll spent typing the same answers, hours that could have been spent growing the business. Where is my order? It's the #1 message every e-commerce store gets, multiple times a day. Each one takes a few minutes to look up in your admin, pull the status, copy-paste it back into a reply. Multiply that by 10 inquiries a day, 30 days a month, and your team is burning real hours on the same question over and over. And then the follow-ups. Same customer? Third message this week? Did it ship yet? Any update? They're not angry. They're just anxious. And every follow-up is another 2 minutes of your team hunting for the answer, another distraction from higher value work, another chance for a message to slip through the cracks. Then there's the pre-sale help, the sizing question, the fit question, the compatibility question. Which one is right for me? Will this work with what I already have? These are the ones with the most money attached because they're one answer away from a purchase, and they're the ones that hurt the most when they go unanswered. Another common inquiry is refund questions. What's your return policy? How long does a refund take? Do I need to print a label? Every e-commerce store answers these dozens of times a week. The policy hasn't changed. The steps are the same, but the questions keep coming, and every single one still needs a human reply, unless something else is handling them. Warranty and support. Is this covered? What are the terms? How do I file a claim? Post-sale questions from customers who already bought and who deserve fast, accurate answers. Not a canned auto-reply, not a 2-day wait, but actual answers. But your team can only be in so many places at once. Okay, let's do some actual math. Let's walk through what these leaks are really costing, using conservative numbers, the kind of numbers any e-commerce operator can verify in their own analytics. Ready? Brace yourself. Let's put a number on it. Say 65 cents to get one visitor to your store. Could be higher, could be lower, depending on your industry, your keywords, your channel mix. We're just picking a reasonable number to run the math. It sounds like pocket change, but watch what it turns into. 300 visitors a day. That's the typical traffic baseline for a store in the 500,000 to 2 million annual revenue range with a $500 average order value. Could be more, could be less for you. This is just an example. At 65 cents a head, that's nearly $200 a day in acquisition costs. $6,000 a month just to get them in the door. Out of those 300 visitors, about 10 have a real question. Sizing, compatibility, shipping, lead time, the stuff your website doesn't answer clearly enough. These are the shoppers closest to buying, the ones who just need one more piece of info before they hit the buy button. They're the highest intent 10 shoppers of your entire day. Half of those questions never get an answer in time. 5 high-intent shoppers a day with a credit card in their hand, asking real questions and getting silence. That's the leak that hurts the most. And here's where we stay honest about the math. We're not going to claim every unanswered question turns into a lost sale. It doesn't. But out of those 5 unanswered shoppers a day, just one of them would have bought. Just one. That's the floor. That's the minimum. One sale a day at $500 average order value. That's conservative for many stores. That's $500 a day walking out the door every single day. Not because your product isn't good enough. You already spent the ad dollars, the SEO effort, the email work to bring that shopper in. You earned that visit. You paid for it. And then a 2-minute question you didn't answer sent $500 to somebody else's checkout. Now let's see what that looks like over a full month. It all adds up faster than you think. $500 a day times 30 days a month. That's $15,000 in lost sales every month. Just from unanswered questions. Just from the silent bouncers. That's $6,000 of ad spend chasing visitors you couldn't close. That's revenue you earned but didn't capture. And it's before we count the inbox time you're burning, the upsells you're missing in chats you do have, or the customers who don't come back because the experience felt cold. So what do you do about it? Option 1, you hire someone, a customer service rep, $3,000 a month, and that's on the low side once you add payroll tax. And you train them. They're good. They know your products. They know your policies, but they work 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, which means nights, weekends, and holidays are still dark. You just spent $3,000 a month, and you still have most of the same leaks. Option 2, you outsource it. There are answering services that will cover you around the clock with real human beings on your chat and phone channels. So now the clock is covered. But ask yourself who is actually answering. Someone in a call center reading off a script who has never seen your catalog, doesn't know your return policy, and still can't tell a customer whether the thing they're asking about is even in stock. You've bought coverage. You haven't bought competence. And it runs anywhere from $3,500 to $7,500 a month. Option 3. You bolt a chat widget onto your site and feed it your FAQs. It's cheap, it's 24/7, and it will happily tell someone your return policy. Then a customer asks, "Is this in stock or where's my order?" And it has nothing, because it's sitting on top of your store, not wired into it. Those are the exact questions that cost you sales and support, and it can't answer a single one of them. So look at the scoreboard, cover the clock, or get real answers, or keep it affordable. Every option so far makes you pick two. There's one that doesn't. 24/7, 365 days a year, trained on your catalog and your policies, fully integrated and wired into your Shopify or WooCommerce store, and still less than a fifth of what it costs to staff round-the-clock live chat. Meet Associate Pro, the sales associate wired into your store, not bolted on, wired in. Native integration with Shopify and WooCommerce. This is what BattlePlan Marketing built, and it's the thing that closes every leak we just walked through. Let me show you exactly what it is. First, what it isn't. It's not a chatbot, it's not a plugin, it's not Tidio, it's not Drift, it's not one of those things you slap on your site and forget about. Other chat tools guess. Associate Pro knows because it's wired in. It's a custom-trained AI sales associate. We train it on your catalog, your policies, your brand voice, and we wire it directly into your store backend. So it sees real orders, real inventory, and real tracking data, providing real answers in real time. The moment a shopper asks, "Let me show you the 6 wins that means for your business." Here's what changes the day Associate Pro goes live. Let me walk through them one at a time. Win number 1, product inquiry. Turn browsers into buyers. A shopper types in plain language what they want. Associate Pro reads your live catalog, matches the right product, and hands them a direct link to the exact SKU. That right there is the difference between a shopper who bounces and a shopper who buys. Win number 2, order status solved. The single most common support email you get, "Where's my order?" becomes a chat answer in 5 seconds. Real status pulled live from your Shopify or WooCommerce backend. Your team stops typing the same answer 50 times a week. Win number 3, shipping and tracking. Date shipped, carrier tracking number, clickable link, all pulled straight from your fulfillment data, all delivered inside the chat. The customer never has to leave the conversation. They never have to wait a day for a reply email. Win number 4, return status. Turn anxiety into confidence in your company. Did you get my return? Where's my refund? Are the questions that turn a return into either a lost customer or a kept one. Associate Pro pulls the status live and answers it on the spot. Received, inspected, refunded, done. The clarity that saves the relationship. Win number 5, Associate Pro works your customers' hours, not yours. 3 in the morning, Sunday, Thanksgiving. The questions don't stop, and neither does Associate Pro. You might be closed, but your store is still selling. Win number 6, it frees up your team. The top repetitive questions get handled automatically. The complicated escalations still reach your inbox, with the full chat context already attached. Your team stops being a "where's my order" help desk and starts focusing on what actually moves the needle. Why does Associate Pro work when every chatbot you've ever tried didn't? One reason, the integration is the whole game. Other tools paste a chat box on your site and hope. Associate Pro is wired directly into your Shopify or WooCommerce store. Native integration, both platforms. It sees your live catalog, your real orders, your actual tracking data. So when a shopper asks, it doesn't guess. It pulls the truth. That's the whole game, and nobody else is doing it. 2 things are always keeping this brain current. First, pricing. Every time a shopper asks about a product's price, Associate Pro pulls the current price from your store in real time. Not a cash price, not last week's price. The number on your product page right now. That's the live data piece. On top of that, once a week, the entire FAQ catalog auto-syncs. Add a new product line, launch a new SKUs, discontinue an old one, tweak a description, add a size or a color option. It all flows in automatically. You don't email us. Nobody's copying SKUs into a spreadsheet. Your catalog stays current on its own, so the AI always sells what you actually sell. Associate Pro wins on 3 fronts at the same time. Sales go up because pre-purchase questions get answered in seconds, and hesitating shoppers turn into buyers. Labor goes down because the same repetitive questions stop hitting your inbox. Service goes up because customers get instant answers every time, day or night. Each one of those alone pays for the platform many times over. Stack them together, it's an absurd return. Don't take my word for it. Jesse Oren runs USAFireballs.com. He installed AssociatePro on his store. His sales went up 21% in 45 days. That's not a hypothetical. That's a real store doing real revenue in the real market right now. His video review is on our service page. Your store can be next. One more thing about who you're buying from. Battle Plan Marketing is veteran owned. The systems we build are battle tested. We've shipped them to real operators running real businesses. We're not a Silicon Valley startup chasing valuations. We're a small, disciplined team that builds tools that work and stand behind them. Okay, let's talk about the offer. Simple, honest, fair, no contracts, no 12-month commitments, no hidden fees. Here's exactly what it costs and exactly what you get. $695 a month. That's it. Less than one part-time customer service rep. Less than one bad ad campaign. It's a month-to-month service. No contracts. Cancel anytime. Stop the moment you want. We won't fight you on it. You also pay standard messaging rates for phone, text, and emails sent. There's a one-time $995 setup charge. We do all the work. There's one onboarding call for you. Then we train AssociatePro on your catalog, your policies, your brand voice. We wire it into your Shopify or WooCommerce store. We test it. We launch it. It's live in your chat window in days, not months. Compare $695 a month to what's actually on the table. $3,000 a month for a part-time CSR, and they still take weekends off and miss all after-hours inquiries. $15,000 a month in silent revenue leak. That's the conservative floor. Just one missed sale a day. And on the upside, 200 routine inquiries handled for you every month, reducing office labor. $695 a month is a rounding error compared to any of these. It's the easiest math you'll do this year. And the part that makes this an absolute no-brainer is our 30-day money-back guarantee. If AssociatePro doesn't increase your sales and reduce your customer service load within 30 days, just say the word. We'll shut it down and refund every single dollar, including the setup fee, all of it. Zero risk. It works or it's free. You'll get more sales and save support time, or you don't pay. That's the deal. We'll refund all your costs and shut down the system. We're betting on what we've built. You're betting nothing. The only risk in this whole conversation is letting another month go by while shoppers bounce off your site at 11 at night. That's the actual risk. Here's how it works. 3 phases. 1, 45-minute onboarding call. We capture all the answers that live in your head, the ones your website doesn't have yet. 2, we build and connect. Custom training on your catalog. Native integration with Shopify or WooCommerce. We do all the heavy lifting. 3, launch and sell. AssociatePro goes live in your chat window. Shoppers get real answers. Carts start converting. Your inbox finally goes quiet. Your store is leaking money. We just walked through it. $500 a day for the average store. Common choices are half a year of soccer practices missed, or $3,000 a month in payroll. Either way, the leak doesn't stop until you stop it. Today's the day, or it'll cost you another $500 in lost sales by tomorrow morning. Here's what to do next. Book a 15-minute demo. We'll get on a call. We'll show you, live, on screen, what AssociatePro would look like on your store. Not a pitch deck, not a marketing video. The actual product, working, on your real data. No commitment, no pressure. Just a real look at what we'd build for you. Book you 15-minute demo now. With our 30-day money-back guarantee, if we don't move the needle, you pay nothing. The only mistake you can make from here is doing nothing, and letting another month of unanswered questions cost you sales you already paid to earn. Go to battleplan-marketing.com/associate-pro and request a demo appointment or get started today. See you on the call.